You're like, yo.
All right, we live.
Movie before Funko arrives anywhere.
You didn't get the whole thing I just said on there, right?
No, we just went now.
Good.
Live now. No,
You're totally not talking shit about Sergeant Funko.
In order to fucking meet up anywhere with him, it's like you could drive to Georgia and you'll still be waiting for him. Jesus fucking shit.
Anyone want anything to drink? Well,
I don't see
I'll be about the fun stuff.
I have one more. Whoever wants it. I was gonna save it for Amir, but if anybody wants it, they can have it.
all right, we're live now. I'm gonna tweet it out.
Amir will be here soon. He has no other choice. Right? Is that an edit or was that a?
It's his first one.
Really? Holy shit.
That was crazy how much
Dude, I guess
we
me.
can
Sorry.
fit ourselves.
They kind of stopped my copy of that.
Of what was it?
It's the only one of the series I have.
Nights 2 and 3.
Nice.
And why it just popped?
Over
Yeah,
there.
it just popped.
Nice.
Actually,
We can give that.
Jasmine.
I don't know if anyone.
How you been, bro?
Yeah, it's dude. I'm sure.
Yeah, well, probably us.
It's been
Yo.
crazy.
Guitars and comics.
Let's
What's
go.
going on,
Come on,
brother?
come on.
What's up,
Yeah.
Carlos? Thank you for joining us once again. Just give us 1 moment. We'll be starting right up. We'll be talking comics. I
That's
guess
it.
we just got to get everything rolling here. We're tweeting stuff out. What?
Under Facebook?
Oh, I don't think so, no. All right, sweet. So we got a couple people in here. Guitars and Comics. Thanks for joining me, man. He's got an awesome Instagram page, by the way. We got Frank in the house.
That's a dope name, Guitars
Yeah.
and Comics.
Yeah, bro. He actually shreds, bro. He's like super shreds. How we should definitely check that out. What are you doing?
Put the stream on here.
No,
So you can just see the chat.
Yeah.
I can see it. Okay.
Well, we have it on the phone.
Yeah, but might as well just have it there.
All right, I guess.
And then
Just
I'll
make
just
sure it's muted.
mute
Yeah,
it.
make sure it's
Stream
muted.
on here.
No,
You can just see the chat.
Yeah.
Already lost it.
Come on, Kevin. Slide, bro. The chat's not even pulling up. This guy, he doesn't even know how it works.
Wonderful.
You can't live chat it. It's not a computer.
Yeah, but just to see.
There it is.
Report feedback.
No, there is no live chat.
Stats for nerds. That's funny.
Nope.
So you did all this.
Oh, I just wanted to see. What else? And when we're showing the books, instead of guessing where the book is out, we got it there.
I guess so. But now you can see the brightness of the TV off of Javi's glasses. All right, I'm just messing around. All right, Javi, just let me know when we're, I guess, rolling on the GarageBand so we can set that out to iTunes, SoundCloud, or Stitcher. If you guys have not checked this out yet, we are 90 Miles from Comics from down here in South Florida. We got iTunes, SoundCloud, or Stitcher. Probably going to go through this again once we go live or once we start rolling the tape on GarageBand. But this is Chris from Madcave Studios. So shout out to Chris. Thank you for joining us, man. So we got a few people in the chat. All right. Dressing up in here, huh? Yo, what's going on, Toy Hunter?
We love the new logo.
Yeah, we gotta get one ourselves. You gotta put on
I'll do it. I'll get on that.
Omni. You got it? They probably couldn't hear us before, huh?
That one or the middle one?
No, it's circle. That one.
Show.
Should be better now. All right. I don't know if everyone can hear us. Oh, Frank the Tank's there. All right, dude. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do this. Start rolling in garage, man. Start talking comics. Yeah, we're already live, bro. All right, dude. Are you ready?
Why doesn't this
Bro,
lower
you're
the
terrible,
voice,
man.
There we go.
You don't know how this works, Kevin? It's on.
I put
delay.
you and it doesn't work.
How many streams do we have going on at the same
Yeah,
time?
I know, bro. Do you need it everywhere? Do you need?
Well, there just to see this so I can see the
They're
chat.
nights, okay? People in the chat reading nights.
Yeah, people. Oh, yeah, for sure.
That nights is.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they want you to
Who
know.
is it? What's his name?
Carlos.
Carlos. Thanks, Carlos. Appreciate it.
All right, ready?
Yeah, let's do it. All right. Oh, we got a couple people up in the chat.
Mic noises.
All right, you guys ready?
Yo, yeah.
Frank
Alright.
the Tank.
That's fine. Frank Tank.
Drink the tank.
I was with him yesterday.
Yeah, I believe it.
All right,
All right,
All
let's
right.
do it.
4, 3, 2.
What is up, comic book world? It is that time once again of the week. 90 Miles from Comics. As always, I'm your host, Chad. We got the whole crew back in town. And I'm just going to go to the guy that's left of me for everyone that's watching live on YouTube. Thank you for joining us. And actually, we're just going to kick it to the guy that just got home. Amir, he just walked in. You guys can't see him yet, but he'll be joining us real soon.
Oh, there he is.
What's good,
Yeah. So,
Yes.
but Amir, welcome home. We'll see you here in a minute, bro. The guy to the left of me, he's back. The heel hunter, baby dad heel, bro. What's going on, man? Everything good with the baby?
So I'm good.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah.
All right. Is he watching? He might be watching.
He might be watching.
Right?
We asked his mom.
All right. We'll see if he's watching. Well, welcome back, Joe. We missed you.
Thank you.
We're a couple days away from the Rumble, so hopefully we can get some talking.
If you want to.
You know,
I'm
hey,
good.
hopefully we have enough time because there's a lot of
All right.
comics to talk. There's a
That's
lot of comics to talk. All right. Moving to the next guy who needs no introduction. He needs no one to roll out his red carpet because he rolls out his own red carpet. Mr. Red Carpet.
Kevin to the core.
If you follow him, it's not a persona, people. It's not a persona.
It's not persona, but I do contradict a lot.
Yeah, it's Mr. Red Carpet. So, Kevin, how's your week been so far?
Good. Thank God I'm no longer sick, man. But it's just a lot of wedding planning stuff.
Nice, man.
Nice. That's
Well,
how
So it's like if it's not one thing, it's another.
Well,
I know.
thank you for letting us use your, humble abode
Shut
once again.
Casa de Kevin.
Casa de Kevin. I like it. I like it. And as always, the big man, Justin. Justin,
So,
is work killing you this week?
no, not this week.
Nah? All right, it's not bad.
Just tired.
Sweet. I almost wore a Venom shirt today. It's funny that you're wearing that. I almost wore something, not that shirt, but it's cool. A lot of Venom hype lately. You know?
When we get into it, I'll talk about it. I mean, yeah.
And I cannot wait to talk Venom 10. It's going to be one of my favorite talks tonight. So,
Good read.
before we start talking
So you got the
that,
best beard in the game.
oh yeah, still got the best fish in the game. Before we start talking comics, though, we got to give a real quick shout out to the guy that's always navigating us through the airways, and that's Javi.
What's going on?
Everything good, Javi?
Yeah, just tired, man. Moving.
Oh,
Myself,
I know. And
yeah.
I already know the answer to this, but are you caught up yet?
I actually didn't go pick up my books this week, so
Oh, all right.
I'm falling behind yet.
Are you at least caught up to last
Yeah.
week?
I didn't read I didn't read like the Marvel stuff, but I read the DC stuff. So
That's all. That's what matters. Is
Yeah.
At least you read your books.
yeah.
That's what matters.
Yeah. Well, chances get your books is like, well, suppose you read them too.
Yeah, well, yeah.
That's all. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a plus.
And you know what's really important? That you make sure that you're reading Knights of the Golden Sun, because we got Chris from Madcave Studios here.
Yeah.
What's-
What's up, guys?
What's going on, bro?
Nice to have you guys. Yeah, it's been a crazy couple weeks.
Yeah, man. We haven't even been
Yeah,
able to
Madcave
get you
Comics
on, bro.
popping.
You've been so busy, bro.
Yeah, no, it's been wild for nights.
Fuck yeah.
You're like a rock star now.
Yeah,
No,
pretty much.
Not so much.
No?
Not so much.
Oh, okay.
But it's been wild. It's
Alright.
been a wild couple of weeks.
No,
for
he's been
nights.
busy. I've seen him on live streams on YouTube, so he's been working, man,
I'm trying, man.
Well, thank you for joining us, man. We can't wait to talk some Knights. I'm caught up, so I'm excited to talk that with you. We got issue 4 coming out in a couple weeks, correct?
Next month. Yeah, it's like a couple weeks.
Yeah, we're almost there.
Dude, I don't know what day it is.
Yeah.
It's been fucking wild.
It is New Comic Book Day. We
Yeah,
do know
That's
that.
yeah.
I do know it's a Wednesday, but the day, man, it's wild.
Sweet. Well, I want to shout out to everyone that's watching us live. Make sure you guys hit that like button for us to help us generate this video out into the YouTube airwaves. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them in the live chat for us.
And I'll read them.
So, yeah. So let's just kick it off. Do we want to start DC or Marvel this week?
DC.
Let's start DC.
DC? All right,
Yeah.
let's just
You want to do Superman or you want to
Kevin's
do
page.
Yeah, I
Detective?
think, you know what? Let's do Superman. I think it's a good call to have Justin start us off with Superman.
All right. Well, this issue of Superman. Remember the last issue, Superboy
This is Superman issue 7.
7.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the last issue, Jonathan Kent showed back up again, and he was much older than when he left. And
About 17.
he was also wearing a suit reminiscent of Superboy, actually Superboy Prime. So he reunites with his dad. He tells his dad, it's been years for him, even though he's only been
7
gone for
years.
3 weeks
Yeah.
for Superman. And he basically just recounts what happened while he was out in the universe with his grandfather, with Jor-El. And to be honest, there's really not much to recap because it was just crazy crap.
Yeah.
The things you need, the embarrassing moment is of Superman bringing Jonathan to see his mom, who had come back before him, and Superman shows up and Lois gets all like sexy and shit, and then Jonathan shows up and he's like, "Holy shit!" So yeah, so you have that, and then it really just goes into the recount of the story of what happened while he was out in the universe, to kind of come back and end it with he meets up with Lobo at one point and talks to Lobo for a minute. Nothing real exciting there. The thing you do get, though, is the Superman symbol. If you wear it, it's like your royalty, because Superman is known throughout the galaxy as the helper. So everybody goes to him for problems. So if you're wearing the symbol, you're automatically associated with him, and people kind of flock to you like, please help, please help. It really kind of culminates with him coming back to Earth and saying, look, it took me a while, but once Mom left the ship, I realized the one thing that I was starting to realize one thing. Jor-El's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's crazy.
And
And that's where it
stopped.
ends. Yeah, it needs to be stopped. So, and that's really where it ends. So the book was kind of just filling in the blanks of why he was 7 years older. And it really wasn't anything interesting. To be honest with you, I mean, it wasn't a bad read. It was worth the read.
Short.
It was short,
Yeah.
but there wasn't anything like amazing in the book. You're like, oh man, that was really cool. It really just kind of brings you up to speed on why he's older. That's really all it is. And then you get the idea and then you find out about the whole thing about him. Superman's known throughout the universe. So it's not like he's just known on Earth as Superman. People in the galaxy know who he is. So, but it was an interesting read. It's definitely worth it. It's I would say one of the lesser reads of the series, of the book so far, but I enjoyed it. It was fun.
And we'll probably see more.
Oh yeah. This leads into the next issue.
Yeah. Because John was trying this whole time to get back, and I guess it took him longer than expected.
Yeah.
Well, he talks about how he went near a black hole, and the black hole stretches time, so he would age more than we would down here. So that's one of the reasons why he's older.
It's only been 3 weeks.
Mhm.
Comes out now. Before we hop over to detectives, a lot of people, it's just discussion I see. How do you guys feel about 2 Superboys right now? Because Kurt Connors did, or Kurt Kent, sorry, Connor Kent, sorry.
No, I mean Connor Kent is a completely different character.
Two different characters.
Yeah, so that doesn't bother me. I mean, they've really gone through the way of differentiating the two.
Right.
So Jonathan Kent is very much Superman's son, whereas Connor Kent is just a clone. And their powers are different too.
Yeah.
Because Jonathan Kent, he is half Kryptonian, so he will have the powers. Whereas Connor Kent, his powers are more based on telekinesis. I mean, they've talked about that in the past. I mean, he started to get some of the abilities from Superman, like the heat vision towards the end of the Titans run, but they never really went back to that. So I don't know if he's going to still have those abilities. But most of the abilities he has, like flight and his super strength and everything, all kind of developed from his tactile telekinesis. So it's not the same thing as him having the Kryptonian abilities. So they've really gone out of their way. Plus, they put Connor Kent back in the Superboy garb with the jacket, and so he's not looking, because when he died, he was wearing a black, like on Young Justice, he was wearing the black shirt with the red symbol. That's how he had the crew cut and everything. So he's very different than what it is. And this Connor Kent, I'm assuming he's going to be from another universe because they
that's
found him on
that's what
another
they're wearing.
planet.
Yeah, so we're gonna find that
Yeah.
all out in Young
Yeah.
Justice.
So-
Did you read Young Justice?
I missed that.
You missed that?
It was good.
I want to read it.
It's a good book.
Really,
I only read it because it was Bendis and thinking that it was going to be okay and not continue. And I loved it. And
I
I
want to
will
read
continue.
Naomi this week too.
Frank says
That's right,
Connor
come
all
on.
day in the chat. Shout out to
Yeah.
Kat. Kat joined us again this week. All right, so that will lead us to the next book on our DC list, which was Detective Comics
yeah.
995.
Tomasi killing it on Detective.
You
Oh,
want
man.
to go ahead and start us off with that one,
That
Kev?
was a pretty crazy book.
Where do I get that? So Detective leaves off with, let's see here. Leslie Tompkins dying, and Alfred was mourning it. So it had ended with Batman going to Arkham, like, okay, who the hell is doing this to me? After Alfred told him that he was attacked by someone dressed as Zorro.
Right.
So then it comes, this next issue, I believe, is Detective Comics, what? Let's see. 996. That's Joe. And then Batman has beat up all the villains
Yeah.
in Arkham, and they're all just like, yo, please just stop. We don't know anything of what's going on. And I love that, like, he walks out just like bloody knuckles after Harvey Dent, Two-Face tells him, like, oh, like, thanks for coming, don't be a stranger. And he's like, I won't. I love that. And I love that, like, cold start to this issue. And it's what Alfred had said last issue is get Damian to patch me up. He needs to patch me up or whatever. So Damian is there when Batman goes back to the Batcave. Damian is there patching up Alfred after the whole attack of Zorro. So they're like, okay, who's doing this? Clearly it's someone who knows Bruce Wayne is Batman. Who would that be? Talia, Roz, and I love how Damian is like, oh, but father, mother, and grandfather would never do that. And Batman's like, you're right. They would attack me head on. They wouldn't go such in a roundabout way. So they deduce, oh, it's Henry Ducard, the guy in the League of Shadows who taught him ninjutsu.
I like in that where they both had that moment and they said it together.
Yeah,
you know, it was just like, oh, Ducard.
Yeah, and I'm not familiar with what's happened in Bad Blood, where Damon says like, oh, he's probably out for revenge after what happened with Morgan. And I reading, thankfully, it's later explained for new readers and stuff, for people who just wanted to know that Morgan is Henry Ducard's son, went to go kill Batman, failed, and then
Damien stepped in.
Damien stepped in and against Batman's wishes killed Morgan.
Yeah, it was in
Tomasi's running.
It said Batman Bad Blood.
Batman and Robin.
Batman and Robin Bad Blood. So then when Batman works his way up in this like crime underbelly of Paris, France, or just France in general, finds Henry Ducard in the catacombs on the ground. Has a confrontation. He's like, look, you think this is a base of operations? I'm living off of killing rats and cans of tuna, shit, cans of sardines and stuff. So he's like, it was not me. And in the middle of them having this argument, they get attacked by the monster that killed Leslie Tompkins,
which is morphing into all of his villains.
Super weird. And it looks like a nightmare.
It's like a mesh
Every
with
single
Joker
villain.
And it's not only appearance, it's their phrases.
Yeah,
like what they say.
Yeah, but it keeps repeating like the bat over and over again.
Yeah, that's all it says, and then you later on here, once they finally fight, Henry Ducard sacrifices himself to kill this thing. So Batman goes up to the mountain. I forgot already the name of that temple, where he learned with the League of Shadows,
Kurigan or something like that.
To see the sensei there. Yeah.
Before he like went out to find.
Well,
I did mention. I like how he mentioned to Damien, "Is like, hey, we got some stuff. Like, we kind of need to squabble, and then
before.
Yeah, it's kind of like do that so we can get back to like fighting crime together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I thought that was kind of cool because I want to see them back together.
They're like, oh, we need to talk. Like,
when
I come back, we need to talk.
So,
and Damien's like, yeah, if you have an open mind.
I would like that. You know, I thought that was cool.
Before he goes to the temple, though, if you look, this is where he figures it out, though, of what's going on. Because after Ducard blows himself up, you know, and he picks up the chess piece, he's like, oh, then I get it. That's when I started putting the pieces together. The people that made the bat are being unmade, is what he says. So he goes to the temple where he learned. So Henry Ducard taught him how to be a hunter, how to be a tracker. He goes to the temple where they learned jujitsu from a sensei. They're all fucked up and destroyed. And
One guy guarding him.
one guy, yeah. What was his Kaio something or other? No, it tells you
Kawaji or something like
Remember
some
him?
Ken.
You remember him though?
No, I don't remember him.
He's from the animated series.
Like Sensei.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
He's from the
Okay,
animated
I do remember that. Yes. He was
Master
bald.
Sensei Curie is like, but that's not him. He's the student. Where's his name?
One
I
more
was like, wow, that's a cool club.
there.
There.
Coyote
Ken.
Yeah.
But the one thing I really love is if there was ever a piece of original artwork I would ever want, it would be this page right here. I love that page
Yeah.
where he's just like, come on.
Yeah. He's just like, all right, we don't have to fight, but if you want, bring it.
Yeah.
And he gets to the sensei. The sensei is like, well, now you've just
beat up
the last person
that was
protecting me.
me. Thanks, bro.
Yeah. And he tells him like what happened where the creature came, and it was the exact same creature that just attacked him, the card. And all it said the same thing is the bat. The bat. That's all it was saying, and it ripped everyone to shreds. He helps heal the sensei, leaves him with K.O.D. Ken.
He promises to come back and help rebuild the temple.
So they can get
And
more
then as
students
he's
and stuff like that.
As he's dipping out,
When he starts climbing down the mountain, he's like, the jet should be a couple of feet down, and I'll go take me from minus something degree climate to 95-degree weather at night.
And he goes to New Mexico,
and he does a halo jump of all things too.
Yeah, just to get there silently, and goes to this like hut in this middle of the desert,
like,
and it starts tipping.
He's like,
It
I
starts
gotta
like
find
moving.
him or something. Like that.
Right? Yeah, it's like he's someone that would have the answers.
Yeah.
And this is like aged Miracle Man.
No, it's the first Miracle Man, Thaddeus
first,
Brown.
yeah.
The guy who that Scott Free took the Miracle Man mantle from.
Okay.
This guy's human. He was an escape artist. So Batman learned from this guy how to become an escape artist. Okay,
So that's
but
right.
this is the one that when Scott Free came to Earth, he learned under this guy, and then when this guy died, he became the new Miracle Man. So this is the original Miracle
Yeah.
Man.
So apparently alive.
and the next
But
arc
super
is called
old.
Mr.
Yeah,
Yeah. Old and in chains.
Yeah.
And he tells him, it's a trap.
Yeah.
And then the
yeah,
whole
yeah.
thing.
It was a good read.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is next Miracle Man, which is awesome.
Well, I don't know if you can show off the cover. I don't know.
Which this one?
Yeah, we didn't even show off the
Superman.
Superman, but it's cool. I don't know.
There's a mirror.
Yeah, Amir, where you at, bro? You're up. Oh. And thank you for everyone once again for joining us. My brother joined the chat.
Yeah.
Shout out to me, man. If you guys can, make sure you hit that like button for us. And once again, if you got any questions, any comments, make sure you leave them down in the comment section. All right. So that was everything that I guess we're going to talk DC. Any honorable mentions on the DC side of things?
Not on DC. I didn't really.
Batman Who Laughs is
Batman
my
Laughs.
honorable
Yeah,
mention.
Grim Knight, bro.
Dude,
Shout out to Grim Knight.
it's fire.
Maybe we can talk next week.
Please. It's getting
Because there was only
good.
one DC book I picked up this week, so maybe that's something we can talk about
Yeah.
next week.
Yeah, it was
So-
a light pickup.
Because you were questioning in where it was taking place and everything. Is there still
Yeah, this is probably, in my mind, this is for sure an Elseworld. Like this
Yeah,
is
for sure. Yeah.
this is not the main universe,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Yep. Chris, is there anything honorable mention on the
From
DC side of things?
DC, literally last week, all I picked up was Conan.
Yeah.
Literally last week,
All right.
that's all I picked up.
Nice.
That was gonna be
Sweet.
my honorable mention for Marvel. 'Cause that was
Yeah.
amazing.
So, all right. So, I guess that'll be our segue to Marvel, and we'll switch it over. I guess we want to open with Fantastic Four.
Sure.
Herald of Doom. So, pretty much,
This picks up like right after the wedding.
yeah. So,
Yeah,
in the middle, there's like not even like the reception can't even happen
No.
before they got to go to save the world.
Well,
from-
Galactus has landed at Latveria.
Yeah, and Doom, of course, is like taking this on full
Yeah.
head on. He's like, cool, bring it. I've been planning for this. Like, this is what I wanted. And it seems to be some sort of like, I guess, it seems like it was planned by Doom the whole time.
Yeah, you get to the end of
Like,
the book, and
yeah.
he talks about how this is all my
Yeah.
doing.
and that's how it felt from the beginning. And sure enough, when we get to the end of the book, that's exactly
Yeah, I think
what
he's
it revealed.
baited Galactus with Zora by imbuing the power cosmic to her. Probably was like a beacon or something to call out Galactus to come. Because what are the odds he comes to Latveria where he's prepared and has his own herald?
Yeah. So, and then I guess that's the big thing of this book. He has his own herald, you know, and he's created his own herald. So as Doom and Galactus are going at it, you have the Fantastic Four, I guess have gotten this call. They're trying to get there. And then I just like, you have that whole, like, pretty much that family in the car moment.
Yeah, where they're all changing.
yeah, you know.
It's so good.
You know, and, you know, they just, the banter back and forth between each other, you know, it's just, it's so good. And they
have a moment about like appropriateness of it, because like Sue was invisible while changing, and Johnny's like, does it really matter? We're all family. And Bennett just like, oh, like it doesn't matter, we're family. It's just about being considerate and proper. Yeah. He's like, look, she's invisible and I'm still turning away. Yeah, it's just so ridiculous.
Yeah, it's just too funny. But no, it was a great family interaction as they're like coming to where Galactus is. And of course, you know, Reed is just like, hey guys, we need to get our game faces on. We're getting ready to like face Galactus. And then once they pretty much get there, they stumble across the Herald.
Yeah, no, on the way there. They don't even get there yet.
Oh, yeah, it's true. They stumble across the Herald. The Herald kind of like brings them there, right?
No. Breaks the Fantastic Car so they all get separated.
Because they destroy both the towers that Galactus brings with him. And he's like, you fools, you don't understand. Not only does that help me eat, but it also keeps my hunger at bay. So now he's ravenous, and he searches out the nearest piece of food.
That's right. Doom is the one that took out the tower.
Yeah. And he searches out the nearest source of food, and it's Zora.
Right, the Power Cosmic.
Yeah.
And then pretty much from there, it's just revealed that Doom has had this plan the entire time.
Yeah, he's everything, because Reed's like, look, you don't understand. You've done it again. You didn't see what was coming. You haven't thought about it. He's like, are you crazy?
Your miscalculation.
Yeah, and he's like, are you crazy? Everything is happening as I foresee. Yeah. I have orchestrated this whole thing.
Yeah.
Is it just them? Is it just the Fantastic Four, or is it?
No, it's just
Valeria.
No,
they left Valeria and
home actually, and they're actually mad
because there's an interlude with them where it's like, look, I'm the smartest girl on the planet. He's like a god. How could you not bring? We defeated Galactus last time. How could you not bring us? And Alicia's there. It's like, eat your vegetables.
It's just they're all upset that they're not there.
Yeah.
And then
that would be.
I love Alicia doesn't say eat your. She's like, like go wash the dishes. Then.
Yeah.
Or like, all right, Mr. Power of God, go wash the dishes. Here.
Yeah. No. And then, I mean, they go at it. We just went over that, and then
it's explained that Zora is the girl that convinced Doom to get out of his self-imposed exile. Yeah. The issue 1 of the back half of issue 1.
Yeah. And then pretty much Galactus is picking up the power of Cosmic and
from Zora, right?
Yeah, and Doom. It looks like Doom is controlling everything, and that's where
he's like, all is happening as I willed it to be and whatnot.
Super, super cool. I don't know if you can show off that cover. To me, that was like, I mean, I really enjoyed Venom as well, but I would definitely say Read of the Week for me last week, man. It was really cool, man. Especially as a Doom fan, you know.
As a Doom fan, yes.
Yeah, yes. Super, super cool, man. You know, and to see him take on Galactus, and
you can't really see
at one point in time, he was telling his people like, "Don't worry about that. Go over to this one part of that was like not secure, and I'll take on Galactus myself." And they're like, "Are you sure?" And he's like, "Yeah." Like, don't.
But I like how when you see him flying, he's got like the Sorcerer Supreme energy around him and everything like that. So he's still using magic and everything.
Yeah.
One of the things I liked was when he was in Infamous Iron Man, and he was wearing the Iron Man armor, but he was still Doom. So he was wearing the Iron Man armor, but he was still using magic. And that was one of the things I really enjoyed about the book. I'm wondering, have they ever talked about the transition from him being in the Iron Man armor to going back to the Doom armor? I'm wondering.
That'd be cool.
So we'll see what happens with that. Real quick, shout out to everyone that's joining us. We got a few more people hopping in the chat. Shout out to Seth from MCE, the Pop Knight himself. What's poppin', everybody? So Seth, thank you for joining us. And I guess we'll kick it over to the next Marvel book, Venom number 10. And I guess
I didn't read it.
You didn't read it?
No.
Oh, spoiler.
Was it 10 or 11?
10.
10.
And I gotta tell you, I was telling him before the story started. Every now and again, I'll get down on Venom. Like, I don't know if I want to keep reading this, and then I read the book and I go, "Fuck, this book is just so good. I can't not. You know, this book is great."
Yeah,
It's
phenomenal. Well, I don't know. Showed off with Venom 10. Actually, this past MCE That Geek show on Monday, I had it up next to me because we were talking. We were doing a Venom statue like comparison. It was like a
the new
cool
one from Sideshow.
Yeah,
Or
that
from
was
Prime One.
Well, it was it was all three of them. Prime One, Sideshow. They pretty much had like it was like a statue off.
Okay.
pretty much,
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I mean? It was pretty cool. They had different categories.
That new one is insane. That Prime
super
One
sick.
is insane.
Have you seen that Corcus?
Oh, yeah.
person?
Oh, yeah.
Super nice.
I had known about that for a while. I just didn't realize how big it was.
Yeah.
I mean, the base on that thing
It's
alone
huge.
is fucking crazy.
They sent it in 2 boxes. It's
But
insane.
most Prime One stuff comes in 2 boxes.
It's crazy to me.
Oh,
But yeah.
yeah.
Anyway, Venom 10, pretty much leaving off where you didn't read this either, did you?
I didn't read anything.
Oh,
I read Conan.
That's how they Conan.
Hey.
It's Conan.
Yeah.
So Venom 10 pretty much picks off where Venom 9 left off, where he's approached by his half brother that he wants to kill his dad. Now they're in a diner.
Yeah, they're in a
And
diner.
they're pretty much just exchanging stories and talking, it's just pretty much trying to get to know each other because they don't really know each other.
With the symbiote as a dog and a chain around his hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to say, I think this, the symbiote is still broken, but it's like this dog that he can, command still.
Yeah,
it
it
just,
responds to emotion.
yeah, it's pretty cool, man. I still dig it.
Mhm.
What Donny Cates is doing with this. So,
I love with the scene with the waiter. Just like, hey, you can't have a dog, no pets are allowed here. He's like, oh, that's fine. It's my service dog. He helps me.
And
He's like,
post-traumatic stress disorder.
Yeah. He's like my emotional support dog. I have post-traumatic.
And he's like, oh, well, thank you for your service. And then the kid's like, you can't lie about that. He's like, I didn't lie about anything.
Yeah, he's like,
I told him I had post-traumatic stress. I do. But he took it further, not me.
He's like, he thought I was a vet. I never said I was.
and it's a great way to open the book. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's pretty much how the book opens.
Yeah, where the lines of good and evil blurred, so then they have a conversation of aren't you a bad guy that does good things or
Well,
good
no,
guy that does
he tells
bad
him,
things?
the kid tells him, he's like, no, I like you because you help you protect the innocent.
Yeah.
Because he even gets to his story. He's like, my buddy in school says Spider-Man's better because he has a moral code.
Yeah.
But I say you're better because you protect the innocent. So he's already on board with Venom. He's not he doesn't have to be convinced. But then he goes into the story about, he's like, well, why does Dad hate you? And he's like, oh, there's a lot there.
Yeah.
He tells the story, and it's such a great misdirect.
Oh, for sure.
Right.
You're reading it, and you're thinking he's the little kid, and then you find out, no, he's the guy driving the car.
Yep.
And
Pretty much it's a story about him going out with his buddies.
He stole his dad's car, and he was trying to get it back before his dad noticed. He was drunk and he was racing home. A kid was outside. Kid ran in front of the car. He hit and killed the kid with the car. When his dad saw him do it.
And this is Eddie Brock, by the way.
This is Eddie Brock, yeah. So the whole thing is, he was like, he felt bad. He felt like he needed to be punished. He was going to plead guilty. And then his dad was connected in the entire town. He's like, no, you're going to plead innocent. He's like, no, I should be punished. He's like, guys, let me have the room.
Yeah, and he
basically kicks the shit out of his own son, telling him, you are going to plead innocent. This will not affect me.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like, repeat it, say it
It's
over and
over,
over again until you believe it.
Yeah.
That shit was nuts. What is that effect called when you keep hearing the same story and you keep getting more bits? Last Jedi did that, where you get bits of the same story retold.
Oh, it's Rashomon.
That's the effect. I always forget that.
What's the name of the movie?
The name, right? Yeah, the name of the movie. From
Kurosawa.
Japan?
Kurosawa.
But it was Japanese or no?
Japanese.
Yeah.
Akira Kurosawa directed a movie called Rashomon.
Right. So I thought, because we kept getting that backstory and we kept believing Eddie's the one that got hit by the car.
Right.
Every time you heard that story, you got a little bit more, to the point that now it's like, oh, he wasn't the kid that got hit.
Look,
he was the guy hitting the
but you
kid.
have to remember, this is what Donny Cates is doing with
Yeah,
his character.
how awesome.
And he's just giving depth and layer to a character who I said, and I've said this before, now he's one of my favorite characters. I wasn't of course I liked him as the villain, as the anti-hero, but now with all this back story with the symbiotes, Noel, the Clintar and all that, just awesome. And it's just crazy to see what he's doing with that. And then as it's revealed, of course, that he killed somebody, he gets let off the hook, and now he pretty much has to live with this. And then his dad
hates him because it drained him of money of paying all
and
this
he used
off.
his entire life savings to pretty much pay everyone off to protect Eddie, and that's why his dad hates him. And I thought just freaking awesome. And eventually Eddie just gets pissed and he's like, yo, Are we done like talking, or are we gonna
Right.
go kill my dad that you asked me to go kill?
But really
you know?
interesting tidbit. He mentions like, oh, why don't you go to someone? What about Aunt whoever?
Mary.
And he's like, who's that?
And
And
then
he's like, it's never mind. Like it's keeps playing with the unreliable narrative of whatever Eddie thinks might not be true. It could be the symbiote.
Mhm.
And I find that just fucking fascinating, man.
Well, I
That's
think
so cool.
You have this great scene where he's like, you have a place where you can lay low. He's like, well, I was hoping I could stay with you. He's like, sure, pick a room. And they're in an alley.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, I thought you were. He's like, this is all there is, buddy. I thought you were laying low. I thought you had a place to stay. It's like, no, this is all there is. But then he starts. Then he starts in with like, why didn't you ever call your Aunt Mary?
Right.
Then he starts talking about the symbiote. It's like the symbiote is messing with you. It's erasing memories. It's taking things away, and I don't know why. And then the kid is the one that has the great thing. He's like, "Are you sure it's the symbiote?"
Yeah,
And
it
then
could, it
Null
could literally
shows
be
up,
post-traumatic
That's the
stress.
big,
Yeah.
big.
Null
reveal.
shows up, and then he's like, he venoms out, and he starts kicking the hell out of Null, and it's just a vision because he's actually hurting the kid.
Yeah.
And then, but the kid's okay with it. He's not like, how could you do that? He's just like, he didn't mean to hurt me. He saw something he shouldn't have seen. So he runs off, or he pukes up a whole bunch of blood.
Yeah.
And then
Coughs up blood.
and then he passes out, and then the symbiote puts him in a cocoon, in a stasis, and then at the hospital, everybody gets picked up by these agents, and this is where it gets me, man. It's like just when you think
That hook at
and
the
then
end.
that hook at the end, because they take blood from him, they do all this stuff, and then you come back, and then the Maker,
He has him.
yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah.
And
The
he's just-
Maker's the one that's.
yeah.
You know,
So obviously, I mean, but the great, he's like.
he says he has a whole bunch of cancer.
Yeah, he's like, he's talking about it. He's like, well, the answer to your actual question is he has quite a lot of cancer.
Right, because he asked him, he's like, how is he doing? What's wrong?
Yeah.
And also,
the agents pick up the little kid, and he's like, "Who are you?" And the guy's like, he's like, "What's your relation with Eddie Brock?" And he's like,
He's like,
"I
"Oh."
think he's my brother."
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
like, "You think?"
He's like, you think?
and then the Maker's the one, of course, putting them back together. You know,
Well, he's in
We-
like a catatonic cocoon state
Yeah.
that the symbiotes put him in.
we
he's
can assume
monitoring.
that. Yeah, Maker's probably monitoring him, but I mean, it's to
And
it's
this
to
is you
his
can't.
own
Mhm.
agenda. It's for his
True.
own
Yeah,
agenda.
for sure.
He still wants a piece of that dragon. So.
His brother does mention though too that his dad would beat him, and then that was something that I guess that's why. He
Yeah, the
killed
kid
his dad.
is beat
You know?
up too.
And then he's like, why do you want me to kill our dad? He's like, oh, and he really puts 1 and 2 together, like beats him. And then he's like, well, you still want me to? He's like, yeah, I guess not really so much. I was just out of anger and spite at the moment.
Wouldn't it be? I mean, I have no basis for this. I was just thought of this. Wouldn't it be interesting? Because he's talking about how the symbiote is taking things away and creating things for him. Wouldn't it be interesting if the kid didn't really exist? Like
Yeah.
it was all created
By
by
the
the
symbiote.
symbiote.
That's
Or
what
no.
I'm thinking. Yeah,
Or Noel, because it still could be connected to Noel, obviously.
Yeah,
I'm thinking his whole dad might be like
could be.
it's like something. I don't know, because his dad acknowledged
Well,
that
he's-
the kid existed.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
No, that's okay. So
Yeah, he's told, like, I think his name was like Jordy or something. He's like, oh, go
Yeah.
upstairs and stuff like that.
because you're getting the idea that maybe the symbiote's created the sister in his head, that
Yeah.
he doesn't actually have a sister. So I don't know. It was just a thought I had. It would be neat.
Yeah.
Be interesting to see how he spins it.
I like that. I like that aspect of adding the layer of an unreliable narrative to this already awesome story.
And we've all seen that cover for issue 12 with the Maker on it. Can't wait for that.
Where's that?
That cover
Oh,
looks so
I
good.
didn't see that.
So,
This is not here.
super cool. All right, that was Venom issue 10. I don't know if you want to show it off one more time for the people.
It's hard to
And-
see.
Yeah,
we
thank
already
you for everyone
showed that.
that's still watching with us. Pretty cool. Appreciate it. Hit that like button. If you're not subscribed to Chad 9 EMF Comics, go ahead, hit that subscribe, hit that bell so you get all those notifications when I drop all new content. And go check us out on iTunes, SoundCloud, and Stitcher, because we're there too at 90 Mouse from Comics.
An honorable mention I have is Middle West. I read issue
Okay.
2.
Nice.
Issue 2 was really good. I'm enjoying that series. It's it's starting to feel like a Wizard of Oz type feel to it, but it's interesting
That's cool.
because it's got a lot of magic and stuff in it.
I read
So
the first issue. That's very good.
it is.
Is
It
it
is.
first?
Yeah.
Is it on 3 already?
Yeah. 3's out. Yeah.
Sweet. Shout out to JB, Discovery Bay Comics. If you guys haven't checked him out, make sure you go check out his YouTube channel. He gets you updated on all the comic YouTubers. If you need to know anything that's happening in the comic YouTuber world, Discovery Bay Comics will get you that information on what's on today with Discovery Bay. JB, thank you for the love and the shout out that you gave out to us today. And welcome back, Guitars and Comics. So I know we haven't heard a lot from Chris because he hasn't read anything but Conan, but something
honorable mention. Conan's very good. It's still Conan.
That was
it's
still
Conan.
It's still Conan.
Good. That was my honorable mention, bro.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
It's really good.
That's my
I hope that's at least the one you're keeping up with, Javi.
Yeah, I read number 2. It was great.
I just got number 2 today.
I guess
It's
I have to
good.
go get number 2.
It
Everyone's
was-
talking about it like that. So
It was good. Yeah. It was good.
It was just coded. Coded's good.
I love it.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And well, it's Jason Aaron,
Yeah.
right?
It's
Chasing
Jason
around.
It
Yeah.
brings in the pics.
That's right.
It brings
kills
in the
it on our-
pics.
The picks.
Yeah, the
They're like the
Native
Native
Americans.
Okay. Oh yeah, like yeah. What's her name? Gotcha.
Yeah.
It was the issue was just so metal. I love
This
it.
is pretty fucking bad. There's like giant.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because just the
yeah.
violence is very like not Marvel, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
Well, it's Conan.
That's why I'm like, but it just took me aback of like, oh, that's right. This is a Marvel book. Holy crap!
It's real good.
And you know what else is really good, though?
His attitude, his persona is just like
He doesn't give a fuck.
he gives
Yeah.
no fucks.
Well, that's
Yeah.
And he has like a bowl cut kind of, so it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
This like ripped warrior dude that's kind of like a bowl cut much.
With like Boca, almost like mullet looking thing.
It's really good. And he has this stupid ass helmet he
Yeah.
wears sometimes. It's very weird. But he's
Oh,
good.
but so
Conan's
good.
great.
I'm glad we're all on it though, because it's such a good read. But it's just one of our favorites, Jason Aaron.
yeah, exactly. You can't go wrong with that. And you can't go wrong with Knights of the Golden Sun. And that's why we have Chris here from Mad Cave.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us, man. I just want to say Knights of the Golden Sun is creating huge waves out in the comic book.
Man.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Yeah.
So
Congrats to Madcave Studios.
we want to just thank you for letting us be part of that, and giving us that early access to it before it even, got out there, because we were talking about it before it even hit the show. So thank you for that, man. And thank you for joining us again. I do want to mention, if you guys have not read them, you guys got to get on it. You got to read it, because this book is awesome. The artwork is phenomenal.
Yeah, it's really fucking good.
Issue 2, pretty much just showing all the terrible things that people are doing with God not watching them, and then they're all questioning, just like, why has he left us? They're all looking for Michael. They don't know where he's at, and that's pretty much leads us to issue 3, where they finally find him, right? And
When they find him at the end of issue 2, he's all fucked up.
yeah, and he's not him.
Yeah.
Pretty much. He looks like not himself. And then it's pretty much revealed that he's being controlled by the Lady Death herself,
Yeah.
and he doesn't even remember his own name. Like, she's changed his name to Matthias.
Yeah.
Yeah. And pretty much he's getting ready to like kill Gabriel and the Euro, the other angel that has come after.
He's not an angel. He's a agent from the Bloodline of David, which is like the secret sect of humans that are like from the Bloodline of David and sort of protect it and sort of like know all these, like, it's like this hidden cabal. So he's like, he's not an angel, but he's like, he knows about everything and like helps.
Yeah, and before they even go searching for him, like Gabriel and Euro, they pretty much have like a little dispute about just like going after him, because Gabriel wants to just give up. Pretty much, it seemed like to me, where he was just like, no, we kind of like,
Uriel.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
That's where I got confused.
Yeah.
Okay, no, Uriel, yes, she wasn't. Yes, because Uriel sort of lost her faith, in a sense. So she started questioning, or she was like one of the most faithful, and then sort of got back, she sort of lost that. So she's just like trying to feel something and trying to find something in this. And Gabriel comes to her, hey, we need to find Michael. And Uriel's like fuck. Like,
Yeah, like,
get out of here, like.
why? Yeah, pretty much,
Like the world's gone to hell. Like, what are we doing?
And he's left us, and like, everyone's questioning like why.
And
Like, they
Gabriel sends her. Gabriel sends her off on a little quest, and that's where she discovers sort of in issue 3, I believe, is in where she discovers like giants or terrorizing things.
Yep.
and whole just mess happening, and she can't stop herself from helping. It gets wild in issue 3.
Yeah, no, before we even, there's like a city of giants, right? Like, and before we even get there, so they finally find Michael. They pretty much break him away, right? And they're trying to like get him to remember who he was and stuff like that because he couldn't remember anything because he's been under the spell of Azrael. So eventually, Azrael and their crew like dips. They're all like, trying to figure things out. They just lost the sword of God, and that's like been the big thing. Like God's gone and the sword of God is gone. So the angels are completely lost because they don't know what to do. And I think that's like, to me, like the coolest part about this. Yeah, you got like this whole biblical aspect just in the artwork, man. I just want to say the artwork. Yeah. I can't even describe the artwork. You guys just have to go and check it out. I have issue 3 somewhere in here.
Yeah,
so that way we can show it off.
Mauricio just kills it on art. He's incredible. He's been incredible while we're working on it. We get pages back now for like 8 issues, and we're like, geez, man, you're just great. It's really good. Like, wow.
It's sick.
And yeah, it's a lot of the reason why the book's got like got a lot of popularity.
And eventually,
with the art just the landscapes and everything, and the characters themselves, it's wild.
No, and eventually we're gonna see this all play out. In how many books?
7 books.
7 books.
7 books is his first art. Yeah.
So we're pretty much like at that halfway part right now.
Issue 4, which is in February 13th. Issue 4 comes out in like 2 weeks?
Yeah, we're right around the corner.
2-3 weeks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. Is Knights an ongoing or is it limited?
What we do is like most of our books they're limited in that we know how long they're gonna run, but we like go arcs and then we take like a little hiatus to like get the next arc.
You do remember
to get the next arc like ready, so we're not
work on other books.
Yeah, so we're basically so we're not late. Basically, so we get the
Makes
book
sense.
shipped out on time. So while Knights is running, we're working on the next volume of State Battle Cats.
Yeah.
So that issue is
April.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting.
Well, it's May.
Okay.
Because Honor and Curse is first.
Honor and Curse is in 4 weeks or something like
February.
that. It's February 20th. I believe Honor and Curse.
Yeah, I saw there's already pre-orders for that.
There's
I saw it on social media.
pre-order for actually number 2 is over today.
Oh,
And
wow.
Friday we have solicitations for Honor and Curse 3 and Night 6.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
So it's wow. Yeah. So basically most of our books, they are limited in the sense that we know how long they're gonna run. So they're not like, oh, this one's gonna go on for whatever. Because as of right now, we don't really know, we're gonna be on time every month.
Right.
Gotcha.
We're gonna we don't know about that. So we're gonna be like, let's bank a couple issues in, and then run this, and then in that little hiatus, let's run another series with different artists and different teams.
But when you when Knights comes back with the next arc, does it start back at number 1 again, or do you go to?
That would be a decision made at the time. I'm not sure. I don't think we've even made that decision.
Okay.
About it.
Because it would be like
okay.
Like Battle Cats, would it be? When you start the next one.
I believe Battle Cats it starts at 1.
No, so it's just Battle Cats and then like a subheading.
Yeah.
So that's the Golden Sun, and then the second arc might have been a subheading.
Yeah, a little subheading.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because it would be a new arc.
It would be a new arc. It's a continuation, but new arc.
Would you say there'd be good jumping on points? For new readers?
Yeah, there will be like recaps and different things, like obviously, and we have like trades. Obviously,
Right.
You can get them all at the same time. But yeah, it would obviously be an arc where you could just jump in.
Which reminds me, I still need to get my hands on the Midnight Task Force trade.
But reminds me, before we forget, let me just finish the issue 3 of Knights of the Golden Sun.
Our bad.
I just want to make sure that we just wrap it up. They start to bring Michael back to awareness because they eventually, pulled him off the spell, and then the book pretty much ends with Uriel, discovering this city of giants, and the book ends with this Goliath giant king being married. I forget to exactly what character.
Yeah, because the ending is sort of Knights 3 just came out, so I don't want to really give out the ending. Because that came out last week.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it's sort of like it's revealed that Lucifer is sort of like in conjunction with the giants, and there's sort of something happening there.
Nice.
Yeah, and it's super cool. The way it ends is super dope, and I definitely tell you, check it out. You have Goliath and a band of fools in a little part, which is pretty funny and pretty cool, and they have like their little moment in Shining where they actually like kind of beat someone down.
Yeah, they sort of go toe to toe with an angel.
Yeah, pretty much. So you should definitely check it out. Knights of the Golden Sun 3. Hot book right now. If you can't find it, I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you.
You can't find it. Well, I've been getting DMs left and right for the book. We do we do work with retailers directly.
Nice.
If they don't have your book, either tell them to contact us or give us the name of your retailer. We'll contact them. And we'll get books out to them. If you don't have a retailer near you, we do ship directly to people like that.
Sweet.
That's awesome.
Is there somewhere where they can go to contact you to?
Just don't give it out.
Social media, Madcave Studios.
All right, cool. Go check out
Madcave Studios.
at Madcave Studios,
Instagram.
Twitters, and Instagram. All right, cool. So
Facebook,
check that out.
I get messages every day now.
Awesome.
We'll trade for nudes.
Let's not introduce that. That
there
could go bad for him.
very bad.
Let's not do that.
I read every message, guys. Please be kind.
Thanks, Kevin. Thanks. Making it weird. So
That's what I'm here for.
I'm super excited for Honor and Curse. I'll just say that, and I can't believe we're actually that close to it.
Yeah,
So-
I looked it up today, and I was like, oh man, it's 4 weeks to do that. Okay.
You'll be on the tour again when that.
Yeah,
comes out.
and then like a month, like with Battle Cats very soon. We haven't that's having an official announcement very soon.
Sweet. So I'm excited for that. I guess I won't talk about it yet, but I have been lucky enough to read Honor and Curse #1 because of this guy. So maybe we can talk about that.
We talk about that.
So
I don't care about
yeah, we'll do it off camera for sure.
it.
But
It's really good though.
I'm super excited for it to actually drop and for you guys to go get it. So if you guys have not done it yet, make sure you go to your local comic book shop. Check out Madcave Studios. Add Knights of the Golden Sun to your pull list and Honor and Curse. You can do that now, and you won't have to worry about trying to find them post market. Because right now, Knights of the Golden Sun is super hard to find. So awesome.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that we need to know coming from the Madcave Studio?
As of right now,
No new titles
not
in the works?
as we always have new titles in the works.
Sweet.
Yeah, this year is gonna be a lot more books. Like a lot. I get messages that with our emails and just talking. We get there's a lot of books coming out.
Nice.
For Madcave, there's gonna be a lot of times where there's like 3 or possibly 4 solicitations a month. From us, it's gonna be kind of crazy.
More business is always good business.
Yeah. No, and like what we've seen from Honor and Curse with issue 1 has been great, and we think it's just gonna keep on getting better as well.
So you heard it here first from 90 Miles from Comics. Honor and Curse. Make sure you get on it. So that way when it's blown up, you already were
you already know
ahead of the game.
You're already subscribed. Just get it. Put it on your pull. Even if you don't like it, give it to me.
There you go. You can ship it over here to Javi, man. You ship it over here to Javi. All right. Well, I guess I'll take us to what we picked up today. I don't know if you guys want to go ahead and talk about that. All right. So I got a lot of things here with me. I can go ahead and start off with what I picked up with today. And then I also found some back issue stuff over the weekend. You can actually check out on the video I'm going to get ready to upload on my YouTube channel probably in the next couple hours. Once we finish this up, I'll probably be uploading that. But I also have a new video come out in MCE, and you can see some of that stuff there too. But I guess I'll just go ahead and just kick it off with what I picked up new comic book wise today. I found myself getting a Batman 63 cover B that Daniel cover has.
Nice.
Man.
Tony has
Had to,
Daniel,
man.
man.
I don't know if you can just show that off for me. So Thank you,
I
sir.
have no idea if it's.
It's kind of showing. It's kind of showing. You're good. You're good. Let's see what else I got. Next thing I got here, I picked up a Star Wars 60. Oh, I guess we're going this way now. Oh, that's
Yeah, show my.
yeah. So, but no, I guess I'm on the same boat as you with this one, Justin.
You're just getting the run.
Yeah,
But you're still missing like the first 40 issues, aren't you?
No. I'm missing like the just like 5 of like the first like 20 from like the first 20 issues. I'm only missing like 5.
Okay.
So
I know you didn't. You said you didn't have the whole thing.
yeah, so I'm still missing some of those. So picking up that Star Wars. And then the next thing I got here, I'm sure everyone else got Avengers 13. We all know that
course.
Aaron is killing that. I'm super excited to see
awesome cover.
what's happening with
I
that.
don't even want to show it off.
Okay. Yo, I don't know what's going on. You're gonna mess up my
She's
look.
excited for comics.
Yeah, she's super excited for comics. And then the last thing I picked up off the new rack, and if you're not reading this,
Yeah.
you need to read this. This book is phenomenal. This book is great. Immortal Hulk number 12.
Oh, it's not the book I was thinking you were talking about. But yeah, for what you say, it's pretty good.
No, freaking phenomenal. What book do you think I was going to say?
That one.
Well,
You said the last book you picked up off the.
Actually, no. There is one more. I forgot. It's hiding in this.
Immortal Hulk's very good.
Yes.
It's really good.
Read Immortal Hulk.
If you're not reading it, you're asleep. Like
I'm not reading it.
I was asleep,
So
but
you're
I'm
asleep.
awoken now because Immortal Hulk is phenomenal. No, and the last book. Sorry, there is one more, and this is probably the big book of the week. Guardians of the Galaxy number 1.
Yeah.
Donny Cates.
The one that everyone wants to know, the new Guardians team.
Oh, I gotta go to.
That's the one that's
Oh,
funny.
yeah, I now have to go to cricket.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
that's the one that it's all over social media, like people talking about it.
Oh man,
Yeah, it's a super sick
I was literally a
cover. Super sick cover. And then I did find one back issue because you know me, I gotta find back issues while I'm there. And today it was Incredible Hulk 377, the first appearance of Professor Hulk, because there is some speculation that we might see him in the Endgame movie.
Right.
So I figured I would.
There's a lot of
check that out.
speculation.
All right, what you pick up, Justin?
I got my copy of Conan number 2.
As you should.
And thank you, Javi, for displaying these. And Kat thanks you for the close-up, bro.
I got my copy of Golden Knights number 3. Golden Sun, excuse me. Star Wars number 60. My Avengers 13. I got Shazam number 2.
All right, so you're gonna continue that.
I'm gonna give it a couple more
I
issues to
forgot
see
the
what happens.
first one was
I didn't like it enough to continue.
I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. See what
I
happens.
get you.
It's Santa's on the cover, so I guess they're a little behind. I don't
And
know.
plus, he's got the Marvel family in there. From what I hear, the Marvel family is going to be in the movie too.
The rest of the
Yeah.
what is
Billy,
made of
you
the
know,
7.
yeah, Freddie Free,
Yeah.
yeah, all of them. And then you've already shown off the cover B of the Batman. I got the cover A as well. I thought the cover A was really nice with
Oh,
Constantine on it.
Constantine. Dope.
Yeah, it was a cool cover. I'm just.
Awesome.
And then I got all the covers that were available to get for Guardians.
Damn, you got everything.
Nice.
You know what? I almost got the. I left it there. I almost got it, but they had the one when I was at the sketch variant, or no, the black and white variant, the one per shop, and I wound up leaving it. They had it at an all right price, but I just left it, saving a little money.
One of them's backwards.
Yeah, they're connecting.
That's the Jeff Shaw.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's the one that's gonna blow up probably. This one's awesome.
Yeah, that one's super dope.
Mm-hmm. I just told him to put all the covers down for me. And here's the thing, there was stuff behind the counter that I was looking at, but I was like, it was fine, but it wasn't like $25, $50 worth it to me. So I was just like, I passed on them.
Yeah, the sketch variant, or the black and white variant.
That was gone by
25.
the time I got there.
Yeah, I thought about it, but I wound up leaving it. So
Howard the Duck on the front cover.
all right, Chris, what'd you pick up, bro?
I just picked up Buffy.
Buffy.
Nice.
Buffy.
Which cover did you? Oh, okay.
How about the original one?
Another number 1.
Yeah, it's sort of like a retelling.
There's
It's like a revamp where Jordi Belaire's writing it. Dan Moore's writing it. It's very, very nice. But yeah, the B covers of those with Kevin Wada, fucking great.
wasn't that the one? There was 2 covers, right? It was
Yeah.
it was like
There was like 5 or 6 covers.
there was one. There was a close up of a girl where it's like from here down, and then the
Yes.
variant is her as a vampire.
Yeah, there's 2. Yes, there's 2 that are by the same artist that are the same like that. There's Kevin Wada with like Buffy on the cover and like his style.
I like how she's got an iPhone in one hand and then a steak in the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, making her modern.
Well, here's the thing. If you remember,
for it.
I don't know if you remember, but when the show was on the air, cell phones weren't.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, so-
yeah.
American Carnage number 3, very good Vertigo book. Brian Hill, really good writer. It's like Scalped if you read some old Vertigo stuff. It's very good.
Scalps Jason Aaron.
Jason
Yeah.
Aaron. It's very Scalp-like. It's like this half black, half white FBI agent sort of integrates himself into like this alt-right movement because he can pass as white. It's very cool. And then Cover and Pearl from a Bendis crime kick.
Continuing his Wonder Comics.
Yeah.
Isn't he
Both-
bringing back Dial H for Heroes? or something?
Yes, without him though, but it's under Wonder Comics.
Yeah. Both those books, very good stuff.
I'm kind of curious though if
Right.
if the new Dial H for Hero though is going to be as good as the last run, because the last Dial H for Hero, if you read the not the original Dial H,
I think so. What was that?
the last one they did was really gritty, where it was like every issue there's like a little arc for. It wasn't always the same character because the original guy who had the dial device, he was looking for it, but it kept falling into the hands of all these different people. And there was one where the guy used the device to become a hero, and he ends up becoming a woman hero. And he freaks out. He's like, I don't know what to do. And then at the end, he ends up getting stuck because he never couldn't get the device back to dial back to become who he was. So the book ends with him not knowing who he becomes a stripper because he doesn't know what to do.
Kevin, what you
That sounds
download,
fun.
bro?
Just the big books: Batman, Avengers, and Guardians.
All right,
So
Joe.
hopefully, I'll use this time to catch up on the Mortal Hulk.
Guardians, Batman, Avengers, Uncanny, the annual, and Chainlink T90.
Oh wow, that's getting up to 100. I
So-
should get back on that.
Yes, bro.
I should get back on that.
So she shredded went to hell.
You did? Yeah, I actually picked that up last
Good.
week. Yeah, I picked
I
that up
didn't
last
read
week.
it. I had downloaded, but I didn't read it last week.
I also did find some back issue stuff over the weekend, and I guess I'll show that off to you guys while I'm here. With I guess for you CW fans, I came across this. I was like, you know what? Let me just hop on it. It was at a decent price, so I don't know if you can go ahead and show that off for me, Avi. It's Infinite Christ, or Infinite on Crisis Infinite Earth.
Crisis
right?
on Infinite Earths.
I can't even talk about it. I don't even know how to say it. Sorry. The other cool book that I found with that was actually Suicide Squad 23, first appearance of Oracle. This is actually, I
Good
think,
book.
a
Nice.
very underrated key in appearance. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
considering she really doesn't exist anymore.
true, right? You know,
Yeah,
but
'cause she's
it's-
that wolf girl again. But
It's a cool book. I thought it was super cool. Didn't have it, so
Had this
it's-
whole run, this whole Suicide Squad run.
yeah, excited to add that to my collection. Super dope.
if only that
And
could have
then-
been the movie,
Right?
but no.
This last book I got from DC, actually super excited to add this as a Batman fan. The only thing that sucks, it's got a messed up corner, but I got it at a great price, so I could not pass it up. But it's a first print Dark Knight Returns #1. So super excited about. Yeah, I know, but as a Batman fan, for me, I got a lot of key Batman in my collection. So I was excited to add that to my collection, Justin. So
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I forgot. I'm not allowed to have my own opinion.
yeah,
on the
you
show.
can have your own opinion. I'm just throwing shots at you.
I know. I'm taking them.
Moving over to Marvel, I finally was able to find me a Amazing Spider-Man 569 first appearance of Anti-Venom. So, and actually able to get part 1 and 2.
I love that back cover. That's
yeah,
fucking
all the
incredible.
covers. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Super,
Wow.
super dope.
I had to go search it. I actually have that one signed by
Yeah.
Dan Slott.
Oh wow, super,
Nice.
super sick. Yeah, super excited to add that to my collection. First appearance of Anti-Venom. That's something I've been hunting for a while. So excited about that. I also found a second appearance of Hobgoblin, but now I have a first appearance, second appearance, and a third appearance. So excited about that. So yeah, man, I don't know.
Oh, I have that one.
Yeah, for sure. 2019 has been pretty well to me so far. We'll say that with the keys.
I still need to get another copy of first appearance, though. I don't have one. I sold mine a long time ago. I need to get it back.
And I got 2 more books to tell you guys and I guess show you guys about.
My favorite team.
Yeah, I know, right?
Which I need to talk to you about, too.
Yeah, for sure. Well, this next one is the first solo appearance of Wolverine on a cover, and this is X-Men 133. I actually got this at another great price. This book actually presents really well. There's only like really one nick in it, or one like defect, but presents really, really well. So good price for all the Wolverine fans out there. You know,
Of which there are a lot.
you know, and that's
I'm one of them.
Me too.
Yeah, I
Who's
figured.
not, right?
There are a lot of people out there who are not Wolverine fans.
They're crazy.
They've taken the stance that he's become so popular that it's like an automatic, like, well, fuck Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's like Spider-Man. Yeah, I guess you could say.
They're also doing a weird thing with them now.
Yeah,
Oh, they've been doing weird
Right.
things
Well,
with him
I mean,
since,
So I
Here's the thing: the character's been used so much.
He's been in
He's
every
actually
team.
he's actually reached a point that's like, what the hell can you do with him now?
Yeah.
You know,
The
it's some,
Phoenix Force.
exactly. It's like, why don't we give him the fucking Infinity Gauntlet? Yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
And then the last book, and I think this is like probably the coolest book that I found. This is X-Men number 8, Stan Lee, Jack Kirby goodness, some Silver Age goodness. The first appearance of Unis the Untouchable. So this is just something I was just excited to find.
could just yawned at that. That's how bad.
Yeah, I know, right? I know.
Just
I mean,
because of that.
it's
This
not
is
like
like,
it's not like a
It was
crazy.
half because of that.
It's not a
I'm
crazy.
still yawning because of Dark Knight, right? Dark Knight
Oh,
man.
damn. It's not a crazy key for X-Men, but it's definitely the lowest X-Men issue number I own now,
those
so.
low numbers, get them now while you still can, because anything like Spider-Man low numbers
Yeah.
are so hard to get. Like anything below 90 is really, really hard.
Yeah, it's a little beat up. It's not, you know.
But here's the thing
It's
with
great.
those
Yeah.
books, though. I mean, this is like a debate I've had with people before. When you get those low numbers that are hard to get, it doesn't really matter what grade it is, as long as you have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
I mean, I'm a big believer in, like, if I get a shitty copy, a beat up, terrible copy of Amazing Spider-Man #1, I'm still going to be going, I have an Amazing Spider-Man #1. The cover's falling off. There's 2 pages missing out of the middle of it. Who fucking cares? It's just fucking,
Right.
you know.
Yeah, but no, I thought it was just really cool to find, and I
Yeah.
figured, you know, who knows what will happen. I mean, not that they're going to bring in Unis the Untouchable, but, you know,
You never know.
what could happen with the X-Men coming over to
Right.
Disney, and I figured, you know, why I couldn't
Cut to-
cross it. Let me just
Cut to 3 years from now. The first X-Men movie from MCU. Unis.
The Untouchable, right? That'd be crazy, right? But yeah, super excited to add those to my collection. They were super awesome finds, so thank you guys for letting me share. And
Yeah.
you guys can check out my Herald of Comics episode I'll be posting later. I'll kind of show off where I found those things. So, and thank you for everyone that's still joining us in the chat, man. If you guys haven't done it yet, hit that like, hit that subscribe button for me. Chad Danny of Comics. Follow us on iTunes, SoundCloud, or Stitcher. I guess before we wrap it up, I know, just real quick, Joe, who's your pick in the Royal Rumble?
Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe?
Some
Yeah, right.
Joe.
All right, I'm going to say
Well,
this.
he's not
Is he,
gonna
is
win,
he just a
but-
fatter version of you?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
So this is my prediction. I think
Yeah.
Seth Rollins is going to win
Was
the
he
Royal
Seth
Rumble,
or Samoa?
right?
Right.
I think Braun is going to screw over Brock. Finn's going to win the title, and you're going to have the rematch, Finn versus Seth, but for the Universal Championship at WrestleMania. So I'm going with that as my storyline.
Too bad Vince doesn't think
Said a
that
whole
way.
bunch of words.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Said a whole
That
bunch of
bells
words.
and buzzes over here.
That will
Said a
make
whole bunch
money.
of words and a
but
different
Vince
sequence
still
I had
needs-
no idea about.
And Vince is gonna want his meat, and Vince is gonna be like, "Nope, it's gonna be
So a
Brock."
lot of people think Drew McIntyre could be
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah, screw you, Kevin. But I just wanted to at least get some Royal Rumble predictions because we are wrestling fans. So,
Oh.
You know? yeah, whatever, bro. But those are our wrestling predictions. Outside of that, next week, what are we most excited to talk about, man?
Avengers.
Avengers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Avengers and Guardians. Especially
Guardians,
Guardians.
yeah.
I think
Like tonight, instead of reading Avengers when I go home, I think I'm going to read
Actually,
Guardians.
when I get home, the first thing I do is
For me, it's
I'm
Guardians.
reading Guardians. So
I just want to know
Who the team is?
The
It's
team-
revealed at the end of this issue.
Yeah, I just
Good.
want to know.
I try not to open up articles today. And
I'm
stuff like
hoping.
that. I wanted to read it before I came here today, but I was just editing.
It's hard when it was legit. I woke up when I went on social media. There was already people talking about and posting panels and stuff. I'm like, God damn it, man! It just came out.
And I was so busy today. I didn't
It's
go
the
see
internet,
it.
Kevin.
Yeah, I know. Fuck me.
People don't care.
All right, so you can pencil us in next week to definitely talk about
Guardians.
Guardians of the Galaxy #1, Avengers 13, Batman 63, and then I guess Royal Rumble results for all you wrestling fans out there.
Kevin.
And then if I guess we can try to throw in the Batman Who Laughs #2 and Kevin next week for
Dude, because
some
that
DC
shit's
stuff.
fire. That shit was
I'm
really
gonna read number 1.
All right, sweet. You can
Yeah,
get
there's
us
really
next
one
week.
It's a possibility.
All right, man. Well, we hope we can have you next week.
Definitions because it's been wild, but
Yeah,
there's a
I
possibility.
get it.
Sweet, man. Let
Me
me
too.
know if you can join us next week. As always, you're more than welcome to join us here on the 90 Miles
I'll
of
try to
Comics
read it.
podcast. Yeah, read it, man. You'll find it.
I really like Donnie. I'm a good fan. I'm just trying not to pick up any ongoings.
I hear you, bro. Save the money.
It's hard. It's hard to
Save
contain.
the
One and
money.
done.
Try not to.
Javi, as always, thank you for making us sound great and making us look good as well. Thank all of you for watching. Justin, thank you. Mr. Red Carpet, thank you for hosting
Kevin to
us.
the core. Of course, you're all are welcome to Casa de Kevin.
The heel,
Everybody.
as always,
Everybody.
you're the man. Thank you for everyone that's watching. Thank you
Jasmine.
for everyone that's listening. We are 90 Miles from Comics. And
Come on.
remember, go get your books.
Not whole body. Pop.
Hit that like, hit that subscribe button for everyone still watching on YouTube. We appreciate you guys for joining us. If you got any last questions, get them in now. If not, we're wrapping up. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. Carlos, Guitars and Comics, Discovery Bay, Kat, you're awesome. Me Man, Frank.
Guitars and Comics, he was saying what was the best book.
Of 2019.
But I think
so
we
far.
talked about that.
Yeah.
Well, it just started.
Or
I mean,
what the most, or what you're looking forward to.
I mean, I guess right now I would say the thing I'm most excited to read of 2019 is definitely probably Guardians. It's here, so we'll be talking about it next week.
Knights of the Golden Sun.
Knights of the Gold. Actually, no. My Mad Cave pick of 2019 is Honor and Curse. I'll just say that.
Cats, man.
You know.
Oh, and I'm really interested in that Old Man Quill thing.
Oh yeah, we got
That
Old Man
comes
Quill
out.
coming out. Oh, see,
I want to see.
I like the old man. Yeah.
So you will be on that.
Yeah, you
Movie
read
on
that and it was good.
It was very good.
Not that it's
was very good.
not that it was my pick, but I'm interested in this Age of X-Men that's coming up.
Okay.
I'm curious to know what's
Yeah.
going on with that.
Yes.
No, I'm excited to see it. We had a lot of stuff coming out in 2019, man.
I read Captain Marvel was good. I like Captain Marvel.
Yeah, the reboot.
The number one.
Which one? Isn't there like 4 books of those?
No, there's just one.
Well, you had the Life and Times.
Yeah, Life and Times of
Oh, that was like a mini kind of going over like her new origin, basically. That was
Alright.
going on. But the number one is like her status quo, basically.
Okay.
It's written by Kelly Thompson. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Cool. Sweet.
Also, Martian Manhunter, fucking amazing.
Really?
All right.
Really?
It looked like the book looks like nothing else. It actually looks alien and goes into like actual Mars life, and it's wild. It's
That's cool.
Really,
No.
really cool. It looks alien, which like it's good to me because the aliens they're not like they're like green skinned humans. Like no, they think and act differently. Like everything, it's really good. And it's a 12-issue like limited.
I know Joe saw it. Did anybody else watch the Death of Superman cartoon?
Not yet.
No,
It's
man.
got-
I saw the second part
You saw the second part.
the other
right?
night. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Good. Is
So-
that the-
Fucking good.
Okay, the
Nice.
first one I really dug Death of Superman.
Second
Did you
one's
see
better.
who wrote it?
No.
Tomasi wrote it.
What?
Nice.
Yeah,
I didn't see it.
yeah.
Sweet.
But that first one is I want. I
Second one's
can't.
better.
The second one's better.
Yeah.
I've seen some of the fights in the second one,
Yeah.
like between Superboy and the Eradicator.
Eradicator.
Yeah.
He's badass. Eradicator in this movies.
So I mean, if you haven't watched those I checked
That
out.
Young Justice. I heard Punisher's good too. So make sure you
Oh,
guys
dude,
get on that.
the first. Have anybody watched the first episode of Punisher yet?
No.
The first. You're on 4? Tell me that first episode wasn't fucking crazy, dude. The first episode of Punisher, to me, makes up for the entire first season of the Punisher.
Oh, I love the first season.
But here's the thing,
It's not what we were expecting. I love that.
But this to me is
Yes,
is what I want.
Punisher is, right.
This is what I want.
That's all I hear. Everyone says this is what Punisher should have been.
You know, I mean, just oh God, I want to go back and watch it again. It's
Yeah.
just that good.
Sweet.
You finished it?
No, I
okay.
I stopped at issue. I stopped at episode 3 because Buddy was he's
4.
like, oh, let's watch. So I'm waiting. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
And I started watching Titans. I just finished the Jason Todd episode of Titans.
Oh, so good.
So I've been digging that. I've been digging that a lot.
Yeah, that's good. Dig it.
It was one of those
I think
things where I
the
just,
binging-
Justice is very good.
Binging is going to be better based on the week to week
Young
way.
Justice is very good.
Young Justice is amazing.
Yeah, yeah, this is good. My
I'm on
brother, if
6.
he's still in here, he'd be like, it's amazing.
Yeah, he was saying something.
So,
I agree.
all right, guys. Well, I think we're just gonna wrap it up, man. Thank you guys that are still watching. Hit that like button for me. Hit that subscribe button. We'll see you guys here next week, same time, same place, same bat channel.
Same movie.
Make sure you go get your books.
Read them too.
Read them so you know what we're talking about. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week.
Peace.
Chris, Madcave, thank you. Javi, Justin, Kevin, Joe. You guys are awesome. Appreciate it. Until next week. Peace.